Anyways.
Speaking of the Bible, though, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Steel Ball Run.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
JoJo.
How was
on
that?
Netflix.
JoJo
This
thing.
is a bad situation. So Netflix
Yeah.
put out an official announcement the other day. They released the first stage, which is the first stage of the race in the manga, which is the first.
Yeah, like as a
It's
whole
like the
movie.
first volume
which
and a half, I think. And they did it as one episode. They cut out a lot. They moved
I could
a lot of
check,
stuff
but I don't
around.
feel like it.
Yeah, it's fine. They moved a lot of stuff around. There's an intro to the manga with a character that becomes more important later. They cut that out. They'll probably put it later. They cut out a lot of little moments. There's a moment where a guy brings out a bunch of miniature horses and they run around on stage for a second and no one really knows why. They cut that out.
Yeah,
I
the
miss
miniature
it.
horse
I miss it,
gallop
man.
is.
I miss it.
I expected them to cut that, but yeah, it's a shame.
They cut a lot of the little moments in the first stage that I think are really, really special, and I think that's a shame. But it was done. It was done pretty well.
Yeah.
They could
Then
probably do like a
Netflix-
lot of the Sandman stuff in the
in
retro
stage
in
3 or whatever.
flashbacks.
But then people were like, okay, cool, that was the first episode. When's the next one? And I said, guys, they are not doing this weekly. It will not be weekly. They have not announced more episodes. It will be one episode, and then you will have to wait several months. And people were like, that's insane. They would never do that. Until they announced, I think yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
Thank you all for the incredible support for Steel Ball Run JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The series is currently in production and will be available for everyone to enjoy. We are planning a split core release across the entire run of episodes, which just means that it won't be done as a continuous season.
Yeah.
The next core, the second stage, will begin streaming in fall 2026. Now, for context, part 1
That's
came
6
out...
months from now.
That is 6 months. Yes, 6 months of waiting. 7 if you count the time it's been since the first episode came out. With one new episode released each week. So it will be batches of episodes released weekly, 6
I will say,
months apart.
Splitting it up by the stage, that's a good idea.
It
But
is until you remember
bit
some of them are pretty short.
Yeah, they will definitely have to like group a couple of them together.
Yes.
Either that or they're gonna make Civil War 8 hours long. I'm down for that.
There was a leak before the season came out where someone said, "Hey guys, the first episode is going to be this long. It's going to be out this day. The next season will be out in September. It'll be 11 episodes long. I hate to tell you this, but it's true. It'll be out in September." And then they announced fall 2026, which implies it's starting at the start of the fall season, which would be September. So if that leak is true, then that means that Steel Ball Run will be ending in May 2028.
Nice.
Which is a long time to wait for a season of anime to be done. A series of anime to be done.
Here's what I don't understand.
To be fair, there's a lot of volumes.
Well, yeah. But here's what I don't understand. Why would you not, and this is just me thinking, why would you not release this, say, if this second part of this is coming out in September, why not release this July, early August?
Money!
I know, but you would think you would get more money. You have to hope that people don't cancel in between then, or pause between then.
And it's
the price is going up.
They put out one episode, a 45-minute episode. That is the one that they've put out until September. The problem is, though, when it comes to Japanese broadcasting, it's separated into seasons. Summer, winter, autumn, whatever.
Yeah.
If you're doing simultaneous ones, that's a different type of broadcast.
Yeah.
And because they're doing it through Netflix,
also, holy shit, you just got Flashbang Claw.
I know. That was crazy. It changes how they can get away with doing things. And they do say here that they are doing this because this is what David Production, the actual makers of the show, want. They say, this release schedule is part of our original plan and reflects the wishes of the production committee, which is David Production. Okay. The reason that they're likely doing this is because David Production is not a big team. They have like 60 employees and they hire a ton of freelancers.
Yeah.
They're also working on other shit too.
They are working on this. They just finished Fire Force like last week. So they probably finished that not long before, which is probably what they've been doing in the meantime since this last episode came out.
Yeah.
And they're working on a movie that comes out at the end of this year.
So
they're probably doing this to go, okay, Fire Force is done. We're going to work on JoJo and the movie.
Yeah.
And then when JoJo is done, commit everything to finishing up the movie while you start work on the next run of JoJo episodes.
That makes
The
sense.
problem with that is, again, now people have to wait 2 years to see this story end.
Yeah. This,
How many episodes is it again when it comes back on September?
yeah, we're getting 11.
Supposedly it'll be 11 episodes. So it'll be
11.
1 episode of 45 minutes, and then 11 episodes.
And then it's like, what, 6 months to the next one?
Yes.
Yep.
6 to 8 months.
That's kind of beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because JoJo's Part 7 is a race. The whole point of it is that it's meant to be a continual flow of set pieces and action and...
Oh, that's thematically terrible. I hate the vibes for
Yeah.
that.
I read it within like a week because I didn't want to stop because
No, you can't. Once
This-
you start
yeah, it's
reading it,
just
you kind of
fun.
have to just finish.
Well, this is literally
She's
one of
good.
those ones where it's like, there's no point in watching
Still
the
alright.
anime till it's over, then. In my mind.
And when you're separating it into stages, the stages of the race, there are like 8 stages total.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have this split across like maybe 5 batches total if you're shrinking 2 together sometimes, you know.
I bet they're gonna find it a failure because people will probably just decide to wait until it's all available.
Most people didn't finish the last season. Most people didn't finish Part 6. Netflix reported really low viewership for the end.
yeah,
of
Netflix kind of fucked it up on the release.
Why are they? Dude, why does this movies?
Yeah, that is a
I
good
know.
question, honestly. I'm not even kidding. That's actually a fucking good question. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, I don't know. And it's a shame because Part 7 is so good, and there's nothing to say it won't still be good.
Part 7 is fucking peak.
But the experience is going to be ruined for a lot of people because not only do they have to make cuts, and they've already made cuts and moved things around, but now people are going to have to stick with it for 2 years, and that's going to lose so many people's interest, and that's a
Yeah.
shame
And
because it's such a good story.
it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think anyone should probably watch this until it's like at its 7th, you know? When it's at the 7th stage, I guess, then start watching it because it's like, at least then to be closer to the end.
I mean, yeah, because like even if you compare it to the wait between previous JoJo seasons, Golden Wind was 2 parts, right? Yeah. And
Part 6 was
like
3.
It was maybe a 4 to 6 month wait between parts 1 and 2 of Golden Wind. The difference being those parts were like 24 to 32 episodes.
Yeah.
So you're getting a lot more for waiting that amount of time.
That's more understandable than just, well, here's 11 and then...
Diamond is Unbreakable is 40 episodes. Stardust Crusaders is 40 episodes. Like
I think Golden Wind is 52 total, I think.
a lot of fucking episodes.
It seems like there's only
39
been...
episodes and
Yeah.
oh no, is it just 39? Oh, it's just 39. So it's 40 episodes total.
The Netflix era of this series seems to have been very painful. Like, it's
Very polarizing.
No, it sucks. It genuinely sucks because it meant like for Steel Ball Run they had to, or for Stone Ocean they had to cut a lot of corners too. They had a harsher production schedule, so they used a lot more CGI, and it looked really off because they weren't used to it.
Yeah.
They're still doing it now, but they've at least had time to work on it, so it's better now.
Yeah.
But like,
But
it's
it's still
causing
not
issues, and it's what they're
ideal.
contracted to do for however long.
Honestly, the thing the thing that still makes me feel like I've gone insane is I think it was Diver Down or Jumping Jack Flash that was CGI and was
Jack Flash, yeah.
was captured on ones while the animation was like on 2s or 3s or whatever.
Yeah. It's
So it
very
looks
funny.
real fucking weird and smooth.
And they also messed up. A Jumping Jack Flash is meant to have exposed shoulders with like a brown
They painted them
bodysuit
blue.
around it. No, they messed up. They colored the entire thing brown because they thought it was just a part of the bodysuit. They actually messed up a lot of the coloring.
The perils
and
of
design
Black
details
Shoulder.
on characters.
That's
Which is kind of
Black
funny.
Shoulder is never acceptable. Fucked up.
been sad.
This
But
video
having
makes me
CGI
want to
was
hug
very-
my doggo.
By the way, hello, ReactBot. Welcome to the
Yes.
podcast.
He's been asleep.
This is giving some freak energy.
A little bit.
Netflix is a bit freaky.
Absolutely.
There's some freak energy later. I've seen a couple of those headlines.
Oh, yeah.
I-
Boy.